please pronounce it? Let the whole class know.
Why so? What's so unique in my name?
First time I heard such a name. Especially Boina or Goina, whatever it is. I guess it's Boina.
It's actually Gopana Boina Sushmita.
Exactly what I said. Gopana Boina Sushmita.
Yeah, now you pronounced it correct.
Okay, whatever I explained till now, I knew about those topics at least something, but I guess whatever I am going to explain now, I know nothing. So forgive me if I make any mistakes once again, and if you know something better than me, then you can speak about it. I don't mind. You can take the class or you can just message me and correct me.
Are you speaking anything? You're in mute.
Sorry. I forgot. Okay. We are going to start with convolutional neural networks. Just give me a minute. I'm getting a call. Yeah. Is everybody's mic on? I mean, sorry. Is everybody? No, leave. Forget about it. Everything's good. See, if you have not watched my previous video, you might not be able to understand my upcoming videos. So, if anybody has not watched, please go and watch now. Let's watch this video. I'm watching this video for the first time. When you guys are watching for the first time, I guess.
What is a convolutional neural network? Well, let's start with the basics. A convolutional neural network is a type of neural network that is most often applied to image processing problems. You've probably seen them in action anywhere a computer is identifying objects in an image. But you can also use convolutional neural networks in natural language processing projects too. The fact that they are useful for these fast-growing areas is one of the main reasons they're so important in deep learning and artificial intelligence today. Once you understand how a convolutional neural network works and what makes it unique from other neural networks, you can see why they're so effective for processing and classifying images. But let's first take a regular neural network. A regular neural network has an input layer, hidden layers, and an output layer. The input layer accepts inputs in different forms, while the hidden layers perform calculations on these inputs. The output layer then delivers the outcome of the calculations and extractions. Each of these layers contain neurons that are connected to neurons in the previous layer, and each neuron has its own weight. This means you aren't making any assumptions about the data being fed into the network. Great usually, but not if you're working with any assumptions about the data being fed into the network. Great usually, but not if you're working with images or language. Convolutional neural networks work differently, as they treat data as spatial. Instead of neurons being connected to every neuron in the previous layer, they are instead only connected to neurons close to it and all have the same weight. This simplification in the connections means the network upholds the spatial aspect of the dataset. It means your network doesn't think an eye is all over the image. The word convolutional refers to the filtering process that happens in this type of network. Think of it this way. An image is complex. A convolutional neural network simplifies it, so it can be better processed and understood. Let's look now at what's inside a convolutional neural network. Like a normal neural network, a convolutional neural network is made up of multiple layers. There are a couple of layers that make it unique, the convolutional layer and the pooling layer. However, like other neural networks, it will also have a ReLU, or rectified linear unit layer, and a fully connected layer. The ReLU layer acts as an activation function, ensuring non-linearity as the data moves through each layer in the network. Without it, the data being fed into each layer would lose the dimensionality that we want to maintain. The fully connected layer, meanwhile, allows you to perform classification on your dataset. The convolutional layer is the most important, so let's start there. It works by placing a filter over an array of image pixels. This then creates what's called a convolved feature map. It's a bit like looking at an image through a window, which allows you to see specific features you might not otherwise be able to see. Next, we have the pooling layer. This downsamples or reduces the sample size of a particular feature map. This also makes processing much faster, as it reduces the number of parameters the network needs to process. The output of this is a pooled feature map. There are two ways of doing this: max pooling, which takes the maximum input of a particular convolved feature, or average pooling, which simply takes the average. These steps amount to feature extraction, whereby the network builds up a picture of the image data according to its own mathematical rules. If you want to perform classification, you'll need to move into the fully connected layer. To do this, you'll need to flatten things out. Remember, a neural network with a more complex set of connections can only process linear data. There are a number of ways you can train.
I'm sorry, but I'm not understanding anything that person is speaking, so we'll skip this topic and do it in some other class. Forgive me for wasting your 10 minutes. But if I'm only not able to understand, then I can't explain it to you. We'll see the things that maybe I understand. Was anybody able to understand the previous video? Tell me. If anybody was able to understand, they can explain it. I don't mind. ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಮಾಡಿದ ವಿಡಿಯೋನ ಪ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡಿದ ವಿಡಿಯೋನ? Sorry, Likit? What did you say, Likit?
You can proceed further, bro. It's not understanding.
Okay. I will check about it and I'll let you know. Okay, so the next one is deep learning for business, 5 use cases. It is trying to explain where all you can use deep learning. So I had explained in my class what deep learning is. Deep learning is wherein you break data into small pieces and segregate them. Like suppose just now they showed in that cat image. So what would happen is it's not coming here, but understand it like this. If there is an image of a cat, suppose there is an image of a cat, then the computer does not see the cat as a whole. It breaks it into small pieces. Consider this one as the way the computer will break it. Like first it will make it into maybe these many parts. As you can see my cursor move over, it will make into each big box. First it will divide into big box, then it will divide into further smaller boxes. That is how deep learning happens, and then it will be able to segregate. Okay, yeah, this is for cat, this for dog. It will see the shapes, the curve, where all is the turning, where is the straight line and all. And then it will be able to just categorize them, and afterwards machine learning will do the work to understand, okay, yeah, so this is a cat or this is a dog. machine learning and deep learning. Sorry, machine learning and deep learning. I have explained before, deep learning is where data segregation takes place, where it tries to understand what is happening, what is going on, what object is in front of it. Machine learning is where all the processing takes place. Okay, I'm supposed to take left turn, I'm supposed to take right turn, I'm supposed to stop, I'm supposed to go. And AI is what the output you get. So we'll see what are the business uses. Oil and gas industry, I had explained this before. They'll be able to distill the data. Distill means purify the data. Because deep learning is dividing the data into smaller fragments. It is breaking the data. They'll be able to distill the data. If they want to see the, like if you remember 12th standard or maybe 11th standard chemistry, you will be able to see the just a minute, petroleum. You will be able to okay, so you will be able to see what are the different components in the crude petroleum, okay, crude oil. You'll be able to see the lubricating oil, gas oil, kerosene, diesel, etc. You'll be able to divide it. Similarly, you can use that data collected from, normally what you'll have to do is you'll have to connect pipes, okay. You'll have to connect different pipes here. Each pipe will take out separate thing, and you just have to guess, okay, yeah, it might be here, it might be here. As you keep on removing the product, the level of this thing will keep changing. Instead, you could bring in a machine, you could bring in a sensor that will tell you exactly where if you put a pipe you will get gas, or exactly where if you put a pipe you will get kerosene. It will make the work very much easier. Also, like I had told before, even if there is a small crack, it will be able to identify. Even if there is a small leakage, it will be able to tell you that no, you are supposed to get this much product, but you are getting only this much product. There is some leakage somewhere. It will reduce the cost of locating, extracting, processing, and delivering oil. That is, it will create a map. It will create a map in its head that if you are getting oil in this particular area, then surrounding area where else you can get. Extracting is which machine if you use. There are many techniques using which you can extract oil. So it will be able to tell using which technique you should extract the oil or process it, as well as delivering oil. Should you use a big ship or a small ship? Everything it will be able to tell. They'll be able to visualize. They'll be able to see in real life. They'll be able to visualize in the sense using maybe computer graphics. They'll be able to see, and they'll be able to analyze massive volumes of production and sensor data such as flow rate, how fast the petrol is moving, pump pressure, whether there is some chance of crack or not, and the temperature. Because like you've seen in this picture, each product has a different temperature. So you will be able to monitor with just one camera. If you place infrared camera there, you will be able to sense each and every temperature just by looking at it. You do not have to dip the thermometer there. You can just place one camera, one infrared camera, and it will be able to tell which is whether this temperature is correct or not, and whether this temperature is correct or not. As you can see, there is huge difference. This is 600 degrees, this is 20 degrees. Now you will need thermometer for each and every pipe. Like you have to place 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, so many you will need. But if at the same time you place one infrared camera over here, it will give this color, red to green color, and you will be able to understand where exactly am I supposed to put which pipe. You don't need so many thermometers, just one camera is enough. Better insights might, same thing, predicting which pieces of equipments might fall, that crack how I had shown. Similarly, allow to determine the best. Okay, they can also, the deep learning algorithm also allows oil and gas companies to optimize their operation conditions, continue to change. Now you can use it like which sea route to take, which worker to remove. Like Amazon has this thing. They have placed cameras and sensors in their factory, which will keep observing all the workers there, and it will be able to tell whether a worker is an asset or a liability. If the worker is liability, if he is being lazy, he will be removed. If he is working slowly, he will be removed. Similarly, you can use deep learning algorithm even in oil and gas companies. For instance, they can seismic data images. Yeah, seismic data. Seismic means, I guess it is sound waves. I'll just check it to become sure. Okay, vibrations, not sound waves. Seismic means vibrations, movement. So they can turn large volumes of seismic data. As you must know that our Earth is multi-layered tectonic plates. It's called. Okay. So you should know that our Earth has got, sorry, not this. I guess I'm mistaken. It's not tectonic plates. It is something else. Wherein they say that okay, something like this. You can see. I'm forgetting the name. So it is something like this. Our Earth is something like this, and there are breakage at certain points. Okay, yeah, it was correct. Only tectonic plates. Just forgive me for missing out. So you see, our map is our Earth is something like this. They have got plates all over. Now the see, like Indian plate is here, Australian plate is here. The what is it called? The computer will be able to determine by studying these lines. Suppose if oil is found here, okay. Suppose just I'm imagining that oil is found somewhere here and here and here. Then it will be able to determine, okay, if oil is found in all these joints, then it will also be found here, here, and here. It does not actually happen like that. It will just predict. It will observe where and all oil is found, and it can tell you where to drill, and to it will be easier to drill, because like I told, it's on plates. Our land, the land we stand on is not one piece. There are many pieces of that land. You must have studied it in geography, social science, maybe 9th or 10th standard. I don't know if you remember. It has got made up of. It is made up of many pieces. Like you can see, this part is called. Sorry, it became very big. This part is called Indian plate, because India, it mostly covers India. So it is known as Indian plate, and this is where the Himalayas are. This is where the Himalayas are. The Indian plate is constantly moving upwards, and dashing Eurasian plain, and Himalayas are being formed. Even now they are going. So similarly, if oil is found somewhere here, if you dig between the fault plates, it will be easier to dig and to get petroleum. So it will be able to tell you where exactly should you dig here or not, because if you go at the edges, if you go on these lines, there will be more earthquakes there. It's not safe. It's not safe. Like if here 3 plates are meeting, then there will be more, then here will be more earthquakes. I'll show you Japan. Sorry, it is not shown here. Okay, yeah. Here it is. See, this is the part of Japan, okay. Can you all see? Can you all see the see my cursor mouse moving?
Yes.
Okay, so this is where Japan is. I don't know whether this one or this one. I think this is Hong Kong and this is Japan. So Japan is right at the edge of the tectonic plates. So they face many earthquakes. Similarly, so you cannot go and put oil wells there. You have to keep it away from there. However, it's easier to dig there, because you will be able to reach the oil surface faster. So machine can use that data and tell you whether it is safe to dig there or not. It can use seismic data, images into 3D maps, and improve the accuracy of reservoir prediction. It can predict whether you will find oil or not. Like safety, expertise, drilling, production, everything I told, it will be able to tell, and also it will be able to tell whether machine is breaking up or not. Construction industry. Just a minute. Okay, so in construction industry, you can use it for testing out a sequence of installing pipe, laying concrete to find the optimal sequence. Now, when you are constructing a building, you have to place pipes, you have to place rods and concrete, and also you have to paint it. First of all, you have to dig the earth. You have to create the foundation for it. So this model in the construction industry, it will try to find the best way to lay pipes. Now, if I show you an image, it actually I'm not okay. So this one, suppose this one, there are many connections in this. You do not know whether I should place this pipe first. You do not know exactly should you place this pipe first or this pipe first. So it might take you a lot of time to figure it out. But if the same thing was given to the computer, it can tell you exactly which pipe you are supposed to place first. Maybe this one go in this direction, or maybe this. Got my point? Understood my point? Everybody?
Yes, yes, yes.
Suhas, Pushpanjali, Srushti, Likit, Mohan, did you get what I was trying to say? Srushti?
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
I'm understand.
Okay. So not only that, it can also tell you about concrete laying, because you know that after we lay concrete, we are supposed to water it. Otherwise, it breaks. So now when you are laying concrete on the floor, it should be done in a go, like once. Within one day, you are supposed to put the concrete on the whole floor, or else they won't join and you will have leakage problem. So it can predict when should you lay pipes and when should you lay concrete. And okay, there are one is that each project, and it says that each project is unique. How? In the sense, each project is built on different land at different time, and when prices are fluctuating. Maybe today concrete is costly, tomorrow it won't be so costly. Maybe today the land price is costly, but tomorrow it might not be costly. So there is no training data available that can be used for training the algorithm. There is nothing to teach. Similarly, as seen in the Super Mario game, there was nothing to teach teach the software. It learnt on its own. So same thing will be used here, and reinforcement learning. That is, it will try to find out by itself what is it supposed to do. Simulation means running it in its head. Like you might be thinking in your head, if I do this work now, I'll get so and so money, or if I go here, I'll enjoy, or if I go out in the morning, the police might catch me, like before 5 o'clock. So that is called simulation. You are thinking it in your head. Similarly, the computer will be thinking in its brain, and it will use reinforcement learning. I had explained reinforcement. That is whether it's correct or not. It will suppose it says that I will go like this. It will take me 20 days. It will be like, no, I don't want 20 days. I want 15 days. It will only try to correct itself. First, you tell it what you want, and it will try to correct itself. Financial industry, this thing, JP Morgan and Chase. This is a very famous company. This is a very big company in the stock market. Okay, you will need to know what is insider trading. Insider trading is like, I'm sorry, but if you had knew it, it would be much better. See, okay, like yesterday I told you that suppose there is a company, okay, whose share price is 100 rupees. I'll do one thing. This is a very complicated thing. I cannot explain in simple terms. I will save this for some other day. Save it. Wait. Insider trading itself is a huge topic. I cannot just explain it like that. So I will skip that. When we have some free time, or maybe I'll just type and send it, or I'll send a voice recording for that. Then cyber security, improvement detection rate. Okay, so like I told, if your computer is hacked, you will not get to know until you get a warning from the hacker that your computer is been hacked. Pay me, or else I'll leak your photos or videos. Or like after they have taken all your data, they'll just take your data and run away. Another thing is they'll take your data and they'll blackmail you. So cyber security, deep learning can help has approached 99.9% detection. Like you will be using your PC, and as soon as any virus comes or somebody tries to hack, it will inform you that somebody is trying to attack you, and it will it will only create its own antivirus. It will only fight against it. You don't have to do anything. That is why you should have a good antivirus in your phones and your computers. If you are using any app from Play Store, you shouldn't be scared. But if you are using any app from outside Play Store, probably GB WhatsApp or maybe Vidmate or some other apps, then your phone might get hacked. Deep learning can play important roles. Okay. Intrusion detection. Use cases include automating intrusion detection. Intrusion means thief. Somebody is entering without your permission. Wait, I'll show you. Intrude. See, putting oneself deliberately into a place or situation where one is unwelcome. So in automatic intrusion detection, somebody is trying to enter your computer and it will automatically know. Your computer will automatically know. Deep learning with malware. Malware is same computer virus. You have to remember it. Malicious URL. When you try to access some website, it will say this might be wrong website. This might be trying to hack you. You might not know it, but the computer will detect it and it will tell you. You might think your friend has sent it. Maybe right now very famous things are like forward this message to 10 of your friends and you will get free recharge, or forward it, you will get this item at 10 rupees or 20 rupees. Maybe it's a phone that costs 10,000 and they'll say forward the message to 10 people, you will get for 1,000 rupees. So those are malicious URLs. Those are not proper URL. Those are not proper. This part is called URL, unique reference something. Wait, URL, uniform resource locator. This is like an address, like your Aadhaar number. This is like an Aadhaar number. So if any URL, any Aadhaar number of the internet is, do not mention Aadhaar number, please mention URL only, just to explain you I'm saying. If any URL or the Aadhaar number of the website is fake, wrong, your computer will catch it using AI. Deep learning for cybersecurity is motivating blend of practical application with untapped potential with proper vetting. Okay, right now they are still training it. So if with proper vetting, with proper examination and training, you will be able to make huge success in it, and you might as well get great returns, like the story of McAfee. McAfee, please find out. Please go and watch one video. I'll tell you about it. McAfee, just a minute. McAfee business study. Okay, I'll send the link in the group. Someday you watch it. It's a nice story. How McAfee was able to create an antivirus software and prevent virus from attacking. Then social media, I already explained this thing many times. Whatever you will be using in the social media, the same thing will be shown to you again and again. See, you can zoom in on a specific object in a pin or a pinned image. You can zoom in. If you keep watching something on Instagram, this is from Pinterest, but I'm giving you example from Instagram. If you keep checking specific items, specific object in Instagram, then in your discover section, you will get visually similar objects. Now I will just show you my Instagram. Give me a minute. I'll start it now. I will start it and I'll show you what is in my Instagram search thing. Discovery, sorry, not search, in the discovery. Discovery is where you will get new things. Now this could be used by girls to find out what their boys are watching or whom their boys are following. The same could apply for the boys as well. I'll just show you. Give me a minute. Then conclusion, this you have to read it yourself. There are many things, yielding forecast and detecting frauds, what's happening and all. Let me shift from my computer to my phone. Were you guys able to see my phone screen? Nobody was replying there. Just tell me if you could see my phone screen.
Yeah, that time we were able to see.
Okay, wait. Phone screen. Tell me if you are able to see my phone screen.
No.
I need to know.
No. No.
No, we
Okay,
can't,
wait.
bro.
Wait. Are you able to see now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
will open my Instagram. You can see here, this is what I am interested in. Wait just a minute. It's reloading. Okay. So as you can see, first line, I'll tell you. First line is a fan theory. It's from comic book. Second one is about aliens. Third one, I don't know what it is. Fourth one is Batman because I love Batman. Next is some about some king history probably. Below that is a medical thing. Then there is some meme. Again there is some meme. Again there is some meme. Then there is some fact. Then I don't know what it is. Then there is about some medical science. Then there is some rules. I don't know what it is. Medical thing. The girl on the right side. And I don't know what this is, which I am touching right now. Okay, Henry Cavill. This is Superman from Superman. This is news. And these are some videos. She is some vlogger. I don't know who is she and why she is there. Then these are some memes. But if you see the top ones are the ones that interest me. Below ones are the things that would interest my friends. My followers or my friends, they would be interested in all these movies and all, not me. Now, Instagram wants me to keep watching, keep using the app. So they are showing me this thing on the top. The things that interest me on the top. Am I audible?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So Instagram wants me to like always keep using the app. So they are showing me all these things on top, which interests me. All these things are my interest. And if you go down, there are some bloggers and there are some actors and actress. I don't know. So those are the things that would interest my friends. So what Instagram does here is it understands that whichever thing I am interested in should be shown to me first. What my friends are interested should be shown after that. Because it's not necessary that I will like what my... Did you understand what I said just now?
Yeah.
So you can take your friend's phone and open the discover section and check it what interests them. Okay, so this is done. Next, let's see. I guess there are going to be many breakups now. Somebody might have told they are not interested in some actress, and then you be like, hey, I can see it on your Instagram. Come on, people, laugh. I'm joking here. Do not be dead bodies or robots. Say yes, no, something.
Okay.
Okay, here is the thing. I'll explain this. When that is complicated, I'll skip neural networks for now. This also I will do later. Wait. I'll explain what is easy for me. Big data. Cloud computing. I think I know this topic, so I'll explain this thing now.
So what's the big idea about cloud computing?
You all can hear the sound, right? Video.
Yeah.
You can hear the video sound, right? Okay.
To understand it, you have to go backwards. Long way. Ever since people have had stuff, they've had to figure out ways of tracking Counting on fingers didn't get you very far, so 5,000 years ago, they invented the abacus. And while abacuses could tally up big numbers, they had their limitations. Enter the calculator. So it could tell you how much stuff you had, but it couldn't hold your music collection, your vacation pictures, your funniest home videos, your encyclopedia, or the yellow pages. But before long, the personal computer could do all that.
I'll explain one as soon as he is speaking. Okay, first thing he told that what is cloud computing. To understand that, you have to go way back into time. First thing, when people wanted to know something, they would draw it. Second thing, when they wanted to calculate, they would calculate on fingers. Calculate on fingers. Then came the abacus, and then you needed something still faster and better. Then came the calculator, but calculator could only calculate. It could not store the data. So like your songs, there's that and all. Then after that came, you need encyclopedias, yellow pages. Yellow pages are the books, books that have the address, I guess, like telephone directories. So calculators could not store them. Then came the computer.
The personal computer could do all that. And
so now computer came and it is able to process the data. That is, it can do the calculations as well as store the data. Understood till here?
Yes.
Brother. Go to the place to put all your stuff. You got more and more, all that. And now that you're at a place to put all your stuff, you got more and more and more of it. Soon, your computer couldn't handle.
So as time went on, there was more and more of things that you wanted to place in your computer. It must have happened with most of you guys. At least it's happening with me since I guess 1 year. My phone keeps saying me no storage, low storage, low storage.
Everything you want to transfer.
Low storage. Buy a new phone now probably, or delete everything.
So where do you look for an answer? The clouds. Well, not literally. The cloud is actually a bunch of giant internet hard drives or servers where you can store all of your stuff. So instead of filling up your computer with all your documents, upload them to these servers. Any one of them is...
I had explained this. I hope you guys remember. Do you remember I had explained what cloud computing is?
Yeah.
In my previous video, it's there. Anybody else? You remember, right? Srushti, have you watched my previous video or not?
Yes, I watched it.
You remember about cloud computing? Okay. I don't have to explain again. If you need the explanation, go watch my previous video, everybody.
Enough space to hold every book ever written. And there are millions of servers. Whether you know it or not, you're probably using the cloud already. All those emails you write and receive, they're stored for you, all of them, on your mail provider servers. That's the cloud. You're on it. So there you have it. 5,000-year history of cloud computing in 90 seconds. To find out more about the origins of all things amazing and how it all affects you, quantum physics, augmented reality, nanomedicine, check out...
So this is done now. Like I had explained, your data and everything will be stored somewhere else, not in the cloud. It will be very far from you, so it is called cloud computing. Servers are the computers in which your data is stored. Like right now we are on a video call, but it is not like I am calling you directly. I am on my computer, laptop, which is also a computer. So I am on my computer and I am calling. My voice as well as my video is going into the clouds, not the clouds that's above your head or above your building. It's going in a cloud storage that is known as server, a computer kept somewhere else. I don't know where the servers are. Just let me quickly check it. Telegram servers location. Telegram servers are located in Dubai, UAE. It is in Dubai. Okay. So first my voice and video goes to Dubai, and from there it is coming to you. Understood? That is what cloud computing is.
The big idea, how breakthroughs of the past shape the future.
Why should you move to cloud computing? Let's see this. Less cost. Like I said you before, you would have to purchase each and everything, each memory card, each hard disk. But now instead you get for free 15 GB of free data in Google Drive, and then few GBs in OneDrive. Let me show you. OneDrive free space. OneDrive gives you 5 GB of free space, and then there is also Apple free storage. Apple gives you, I guess, 2-3 GBs. It doesn't give you much. Apple is very conjuice. iCloud. It's called iCloud. Okay, it gives you 5 GB of free storage, whereas iCloud, Apple, that takes money from you and gives you 5 GB of free storage. Maybe just sign up 5 GB, even though they are very rich, but Google gives you 15 GB of free storage. Now you might be thinking Google is very good because they are giving you 15 GB of free storage for free. Yeah, they are giving for free. And iCloud, even though Apple company is very rich, their products are costly, they do not give you more than 5 GB of free storage. But the thing is, Google is a data company, whereas iPhone is iPhone is a business selling company. It provides product company. It sells you products. So the Google, it takes your 15 GB of data and it is able to extract important information from it as to what interests you. It is able to tag people. It is able to understand how the eyes look in India and how the eyes look in China as well as in Africa and America. It is able to differentiate from that 15 GB. Although you are giving you are getting 15 GB and you are not giving money, you are giving your data. Remember that. Then also there was this JioPhone. JioPhone is a very good example. JioPhone software, I'll say you. JioPhone's software, I don't know what is its name. Kai OS. It is known as Kai OS, and this OS is such that normally your Android phone, whatever game you are playing, say you are playing PUBG or maybe you are playing Subway Surfer or any game, the processing, all the power, all the computation power, all the calculations, whether you should go left or right, which button has been pressed, and like which attack has been made, everything is done inside your phone, in your phone, Android phone. Whereas in Kai OS, what happens is the processor in the Kai OS phone, such as JioPhone, is very weak. It cannot do much calculations. So what it does is it picks up your data, sends it to somewhere else. Okay, it sends the data to somewhere else, and from there the processing happens and comes back to you. So if you are playing a game in Kai OS phone, it is not that you are using the the calculation power of Kai OS phone. You are using the computation power stored somewhere else in this world, somewhere else in this world. That is why Kai OS is cheap, because they do not have to purchase very costly processors for each and every phone. They just have one huge processor somewhere else sitting in their phone. Now that one huge processor has many parts. Yes? Doubt? Anybody got doubt? I guess no. I'll continue. 24/7 availability. It is available nearly every time, 99.9%. Now you must be thinking, how is it possible that the computer will keep running 99.9% times? So let me tell you that they do not use just one single server or just one single computer. They have got multiple, maybe 10 or 20 computers. Like I will tell you where all Netflix. If you have played PUBG, you should know there are many servers: Asia servers, America servers, Europe servers, and maybe Australia or China. I don't know where exactly, but they have got many computers. They do not have one computer. So even if in one place something goes wrong, the other place will be able to make up for it. However, there are few rare cases. I guess you must have got it during New Year, not this year, maybe last year, that WhatsApp was not working for a long time. I hope you remember. Even last year for few hours, WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook were not working. Do you remember? Do you guys remember? At least somebody has got voice. Boy, don't you remember? Any boy? Okay, I'll skip. So what happened there was their server stopped working all at once, even though they have like 5, 10 or 15 or 20 computers or maybe 100 computers. All of them stopped working at once. All of them faced problems at once. That is why you are not able to access it. And I'll tell you one very interesting case. Google stopped working, and traffic, that is how much data was used, went down by, I guess, 60%. See, internet traffic drops by 40%. Now you should know that there is Google. Google has got so many products of their own. Let me show you what all products they have got. You use the Google search. Everybody must be using it. I know that. Then Google Maps, Google Translate, rarely. Google Chrome, yes, always. YouTube Music, some people Chromecast, some people play movies sometimes. YouTube, nearly everybody. Pixel phones that you leave. We are not so rich. At least I am not so rich. I don't know. Maybe some of you has, although I would want it. Then there is Android Auto, Gmail, very important feature. Google Duo. We use this as Google Meet classes, online classes. Then there is Google Chat. It has been integrated in Mail. Google Photos, we all use it. Contacts, we all use it. Calendar, we use it. Keep, I use it. I don't know about you guys. Even these three, Docs, Slides, Sheets, I use it. Drive, where all your photos and all are stored. Then this you leave, it's not necessary. So these are all the products of Google that we use. Okay, we are using all these products of Google, and one time Google went down. One time Google stopped working and 40% of the people stopped using internet. Just imagine, one company went down and it affected 40% of the people in this world. Not exactly 40% people, 40% internet people in this world. Then flexibility in capacity. It offers flexibility which could be turned off, up or down as per a circumstance. Yes? Yes, tell me, who is it? Somebody is causing disturbance. Sushmita, I have given you the permission to speak. Akansha, Renuka, some heart, I don't know, is it Shreya, Lalit or Lalita? I don't know, you all were not able to speak. Okay. Now it's fine. No disturbance, right? No disturbance. Okay. So flexibility in capacity, what happens here is, suppose you have got a room. So there is only so little space for you to accommodate so many processors, GPUs and hard drives. You cannot go beyond that. Whereas if you take cloud computing, you can get as much storage and as much processing power as you like, because you are not storing the processors or hard drives in your home. Those are placed somewhere else. You just have to pay them the rent. So flexibility in capacity, all over function, offers yet another advantage of you can work from anywhere. Like I said, you can be anywhere as long as you have internet connection. You will be able to access those servers. Then automated updates on software. You must be getting this. I don't know how many of you get this, but if you have got a good phone, they will keep you sending updates every 6 months, probably even every 2-3 months. It depends on the phone. They will send you automated updates. They'll just send, okay, if you have got iPhone 10 or iPhone 11, every year they if you have got an iPhone, every year they'll send you an update. If you got Pixel, for the next 2 to 5 years, I guess they'll send you an update. Other phones, MI and all, maybe yearly or in 2 years once they send you updates. So it is automated. You don't have to do anything. Your phone will get updated itself if you have kept automatic update on. Also, like I don't know how many of you have been using Facebook since, I don't know since when have you been using Facebook, but if I show you Facebook beginning to end, beginning first, then and now, wait. Okay, so Facebook used to look something like this before in mobile phones. Now it looks very different. Now it looks more attractive, or maybe I should say it looks worse. I don't know how it looks. Okay, before it was much simpler. Now it is very complicated. If you can see this page, if you see this image, Facebook was very simple before, but now it is very complicated. I like this thing, but what is done now is like they have edited so many things. So what happens here is, you do not have to change your device. You do not have to go and buy new computer, or you do not have to go buy new phone. As long as Facebook is changing their features and you have an internet connection, you can access it. It gets updated automatically in your phone or your computer. Then security. Security in the sense, if you have got, if security in the sense, if you place say your photos in Google Drive or OneDrive or maybe Meta or anywhere else, and somebody steals your computer or phone, they will not be able to access it without your password. They will need the password to access it. And also, if something happens to your phone or computer, the data will still be there. Normally, if you store in pen drive or memory card or your phone or hard disk, if it breaks, that's all, your data is lost. But if you store it in cloud, it will always remain there, because like I said, they have got 5 to 10 computers, all cannot die at once. Carbon footprint, it reduces carbon footprint. Suppose you go by 500 GB, like I'll give you my example. My computer's hard disk storage is 1000 GBs, 1 TB it is 1000 GB, but I am not using so much. I have barely crossed 200 GB so far, which means I have got extra storage on my computer, and it is leading to pollution, because to make that hard disk, more amount of carbon was released. However, if I was buying a lower storage one, I would have reduced the carbon emission. But unfortunately, below 1000 GB, you do not get hard disk. You get SSD, but they are costly. Enhanced collaboration. Now I'll give you very good example. If you attended English class with today's English class, if you attended today's English class or Suvarna's English class with me, CB, BZ and CZ people, then you should know that I was showing the screen, whereas ma'am was reading from that end, or I was showing the video and ma'am was reading from that end, and you all could see it. So that is what collaboration is. I was collaborating with ma'am, I was collaborating with sir. I kept the page open in my computer and he was able to see in his computer and he was able to see. That is what enhanced collaboration is. Not only that, I could create a presentation and you could edit it from that side and I could edit it from this side. We both could work together on it. Then control on the documents. Okay, so control on the documents, it is similar to this thing, enhanced collaboration. What happens here is, before I would send one file to you, you edit it and then send it to somebody else, they would edit, and ultimately when the file would reach the actual person, it would be a complete mess. There would be many marks on it. But now, because of cloud computing, I can edit it and then I will pass on the data to you and you can edit it at the same time, and then I can keep seeing what all changes you are making. Suppose I have mentioned my name on the file and you remove it and put your name on it, then I can immediately change it back to my name. That is what I have control on the document. Easily manageable. You do not have to do much of the work. Like if you get a laptop or a phone and it goes bad, it will cost you very much to get it repaired. But if you are storing in the cloud, you do not have to do much. Then we'll go next. Cloud computing in a business. I will explain for 5 more minutes. 10 o'clock I'll close it. What is cloud computing and why does it matter for business? Infrastructure as a service for renting out IT hardware such as servers, data center space, or networking components to IT system administrators or network. Okay, system administrator. Administrator means admin, the one who is working. System, you already know what system is. A group where something is working, something is happening. So system administrators or network architecture, saving them cost of buying. Exactly what I told just now. You need hard disk or a pen drive to store your data. You need a processor to play your games. Now you cannot, suppose you are a big company, you are a huge company, but you are just starting out. You have just started the company and you do not have, you have the money to rent out the processors and the storage devices, but you do not have the space. You do not have a huge room, and if you want to purchase or rent out a huge room, it will cost too much. So instead, what you can do, you can go to IaaS people. They provide infrastructure. They'll provide their computers, they'll provide their processor, and they'll provide their storage to you on rent basis. Own in-house data center, building the cost of buying and building, saving them the cost of buying and building. That's what I explained just now. You do not have to buy a building or build a building, or you do not have to go purchase each and every component. You can just go and contact an IaaS people and they will rent out their hardware. They'll give it for rent from their home. You do not have to bring the things to your home, from their home itself. servers, their computers, data centers where it is stored, data center space where it is stored, that space, networking components, that is the internet they'll provide you. Then platform as a service to allow app develop. Okay, this platform as a service, that is to create and manage applications. When you need to build a software, you need many things. I'll give you an example of it. Like, wait. What happens is when you have to create a software, you need very heavy, very huge amount of, very good processors. Instead of buying those processors yourself, you can use like these websites wherein you can type in and use as you are typing. Like you can type in what you want to do, and you will be using these processors. The program is this thing's processor you will be using. That is platform. They are providing you a platform, a website. Software as a service, in the sense like if you have roamed Bangalore, you must have seen certain buildings. They do not have security guards, or they have just 1 or 2 security guards. What they have there is My Gate Wala or Geo Gate, some software like that. GeoGate, this app, what it does is it gives, see this app, it provides a software as a service. What it does, it will place some software in the gate that only if you enter the OTP, only if the person from inside building approves, you can enter, or else you cannot enter. That is what providing software as a service. Why does cloud computing matter to business? It reduces the cost, cash flow, the billing metered on usage. So okay, so what happens here is it will save you cost, like I explained here. It will save you cost in all these items, infrastructure, platform, and software. Other than that, cash flow, like as soon as you make the payment, there will be a record. It's not like you are giving cash to someone, so you have to write it down. Whenever you are transferring money online, it will always stay. It will never get deleted. Flexibility, you can either rent or you could just buy. It's up to you. Scalability, there is no limit on how huge data center you need. There is no limit on what you are getting. You can get as many data centers as you like, as many processes you like. There's no limit on that. You get your access. Right now, suppose you need to, you locked your room and went out, and your parents came. Then you will have to give them a key. And if somebody else is coming, you have to give them a key. Now, each time they need a key, you both have to meet. Whereas in this, what happens is you just send them, you just add them as an admin or something, and then they'll be able to access it. As a result, business benefit becomes cheaper, faster, more scalable, bigger. Faster, I already explained. Processors, cheaper because they don't have to buy, they can just rent it out. Then because developers are able to see in real time, as they are typing, they'll be able to see how much processing power it's taking. So they'll be able to make software on the go, and you can be anywhere and do make the software. And you get latest software upgrades, I already explained. Then okay, so when you are making a software, what happens here is you can connect not only to the users with the development team, but also the employees, partners, devices, customers, suppliers, everyone. You bring in all the people together. Right now, what happens is, suppose in normal way, what happens, suppose the factory is in Bangalore and the product is required in Kolar. So what will happen? First, you have to make the product in Bangalore, put it in a truck or something. Sorry, I changed the system. Kolar is known good for silk. Kolar is known for silk. So what will happen now is, in Kolar, somebody will manufacture silk, somebody will transport it to Bangalore, and here somebody else will show you. Then you tell this person, the salesman here, that the quality is not good, He will say it to the transport person, the driver, and the driver will pass on the information to the next person that he wants to and so. However, if you are doing it in as a software in the cloud, the moment you make a change, the person will get to know, and then they can give their feedback. Cloud, what are the big themes? Okay, what are the big changes that's happening? Cloud life cycle. They are past the early adopter phase, and have, okay, now maximum companies have started the cloud life cycle. And the biggest names are Amazon and Microsoft. Like our CET website, it is actually being the Karnataka CET website, it is actually being maintained by Microsoft. Okay, it is not mentioned here, but maybe I can find it out. No, I am not able to find out. It is not mentioned here, but most of the softwares, it's being it is being created by Microsoft people or Infosys or Wipro. These are the companies that are providing their service. Cloud native companies. Then many companies are being forced to transition from a licensed software model where they sell expensive one-off software where they charge a smaller monthly fees. Okay, before what used to happen, if you wanted a say antivirus, you would have to pay for it right away. You would have to pay for it like right now and get for the next 1 year. That is, you would have to purchase a CD. But now what companies have done is smaller monthly fees. You pay them monthly, and your antivirus software will keep working. Then it is saying next phase of cloud could see the emergence of a host of cloud native companies. Okay, now one very good example of cloud native company is Paytm Payments Bank. They do not have any physical location. They do not have their branch at all. You cannot find a Paytm branch, but there is one branch, Paytm Noida branch. See, this is the only one office. Noida branch is the only one office of Paytm. Other than that, there is no other office of Paytm. So they are cloud native. They are like just online companies. You cannot find a person. You cannot find an office except for that one office. So they are cloud native companies. They are in the cloud. They are virtual companies. Okay, this is huge. I will finish some other day. We'll finish the class now. It's very late. Okay, everybody. I'll close now. Or you want me to continue? Ishwarya, Pallavi, Bindu, Gautam,
Close.
Mohan.
Or you
No,
continue.
no.
Okay, fine then. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye bye.